cut. Double check the steering wheel. Control.
Gentlemen, start your engines!
All out there. Nice and smooth. Let's get it all done all day long. Got a good feeling about today, guys.
Donnie Kite's gonna get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series. What a finish!
Too little, too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
We knew it was just a matter of time. Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa.
Juicy Spider Motorsports takes home the 1-2-3 finish.
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Fearless Broadcasting. My name's Pat Wilkinson. Up in the booth, joining me tonight are only the voices inside my head, alongside me, myself, and I. It's good to see you three, and I'm amazed that you're still here. We are back once again with the Joeyguy Collectibles FRC Racing League Cup Series here tonight at Kentucky Speedway for a great night of racing. We will have a 200-lap race out here tonight, stages at the start of lap 61 and the start of lap 121. Stage 3 being 80 laps, so 60, 60, 80 out here tonight with the FRC Racing League. We have 22 cars by looks of it on the track out here tonight. Joseph DeSantis in the number 54, not yet set a time. Cason White, Aiden Davis, Riley Mobley, Jason Grimes, Landon Brown, Drew Jennings, Mike Sexton, Brody Poole, Rudolph King, Ryder Emerson, Cade Ferguson, Jose Rodriguez, Ethan Park, Cooper Harris, Sam Ballard, Jesse Moody, Nathan Gleason, Sam Hefner, Phil Brown, Sam Coleman, James Mercy, and Joe DeSantis. Final minute and 40 seconds here in practice out here tonight at Kentucky Speedway. With all of us here at Fearless Broadcasting, stay fast and stay fearless. Fearless Broadcasting brought to you in part by the Fearless Racing Network, Fearless Setup Shops, Puffy's Swag Shop, Goose's Rattle Can Shop, and Rock Bottom Racing. And of course, our friends over at Juicy Spider Studios and Premier Racing Setups use code FEARLESS15, that's FEARLESS 15 at checkout for 15% off your orders. Practice coming to a close here at Kentucky Speedway with the FRC Cup Series here tonight with all of us at Fearless Broadcasting. Getting ready to go to qualifying. Let's jump over to Drew Jennings in the number 50 Toyota Camry. Micro Center number 50. All the way down on the apron. Off of turn 2. Down the backstretch he goes. Down into turns 3 and 4. Everybody getting ready to go racing out here tonight. Start of his first flying lap out here tonight, here at Kentucky Speedway, all the way down to the bottom of turns 1 and 2, sliding it back up to the high side off of turn 2, down the backstretch into turn 3 we go. Back across the start-finish line. Drew Jennings, currently the fastest car on track. Down through turns 3 and 4 we go again. Being knocked down by Riley Mobley as he comes off of turn 2, down the backstretch into turn 3 in the Micro Center number 50 Toyota Camry. Down into turns 3 and 4, running a little higher, on a car width higher off of turn 3. Running it all the way down. Yellow line rule is in effect for the race, I believe. So no passing below the yellow line. Comes back across. Improves, but does not pass. Riley Mobley, currently on the pole. Let's jump down to Ethan Park as he's getting underway in the Miller number 20 Toyota Camry. Off of turn 4 we go now. Ethan Park up to 7. Let's see if he improves. Off of turn 4 all the way down to the bottom of the racetrack. He does not improve, staying in 7th place. Let's jump over to Sam Hefner in the number 51 Toyota Camry. A lot of Toyotas in this league. Oh my god, almost everybody's in a Toyota. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14 Toyotas, 2 Fords, and 5 Chevys. My god. Sam Hefner sitting his first qualifying lap out here tonight in the Cessna number 51 Toyota Camry off of turn 2 down into turn 3. Beechcraft Cessna Toyota Camry number 51 running all the way down to the bottom of the racetrack down through turns 3 and 4. Sliding up high off of turn 4. Apologies for that. Let's jump over to Landon Brown. Get on board with him over on TV2. In the number 15 Landon Brown Racing Chevrolet Camaro out here tonight at Kentucky Speedway. Brown currently... Oh, what? Oh, Phil Brown is in 15th. There are two... Oh, okay. I was like, wait a minute. I'm on board with Landon Brown. He's in the 15. Why am I seeing the 69 next to 15 on my screen? I'm an idiot. That's why. Landon Brown in the number 15 up to 11th place. Phil Brown in the number 69 down in 15th. Joe DeSantis in the number 54 up to 9th. Nathan Gleason in 17th in the number 6. Jesse Moody, James Mercy, Sam Coleman, and Ryder Emerson, the last cars to qualify out here tonight. Still running on board with the 15 off of turn 4 down past the start-finish line. He does not improve, holding 15th place out here tonight. Jump on board with Jesse Moody down in through turns 1 and 2. Oh, that's turns 3 and 4, excuse me, in the 00. End of qualifying here. Jesse Moody trying to wreck that number 00 out here tonight. Just a little bit before we get the festivities underway here with the Popcorn Station 300 here at Kentucky Speedway. Joe DeSantis still on track. Not sure if he's using this opportunity just to run as many extra laps out here as he can, get just that little bit extra practice out here tonight. Kentucky being a more unique style setup racetrack we haven't really seen myself before. I've never raced here. I actually just got it today. Or just this evening, actually. So we should have a good night of racing out here tonight at Kentucky Speedway. Qualifying coming to a close here at Kentucky Speedway. Everybody getting ready to go green flag here for a fantastic night of racing. Here in Kentucky, Casson White, Jason Grimes in second, Riley Mobley in third, Brady Poole in fourth, Jose Rodriguez in fifth, Drew Jennings in sixth, Cade Ferguson in seventh, Rudolph King in eighth, Joe DeSantis in ninth, Sam Ballard Jr. in 10th, Landon Brown in 11th, Aiden Davis in 12th, Mike Sexton in 13th, Ethan Park in 14th, Jesse Moody in 15th, Phil Brown not yet spawned in yet in the 69 down in 16th, Sam Hefner down in 17th, Nathan Gleason down in 18th, Cooper Harris in 19th, Ryder Emerson in 20th, Zachary Bonchek in 21st, Sam Coleman in 22nd, and James Mercy in 23rd. Jumping back up to our leaders now, Cason White and Jason Grimes out here tonight. Gonna put on a great night of racing here at Kentucky Speedway. Again with the fire alarm. I changed the batteries a month ago and I double checked the dates. You're fine. We are rolling here at Kentucky Speedway. Pace car's lights are off. Going to be going green flag this time by 77-18, 05-19, 92-50, 28-16, 80-84, 54-15, 20-14, 69-00, 6-51, 45-99, 67-02. Everybody getting ready to go racing here tonight in Kentucky with the Popcorn Station 300, 200 laps of green flag action here tonight with all of us here at Fearless Broadcasting. Pace car down pit road this time. Rolling up towards the restart zone we go. waiting on the green flag. Green flag is out. We are racing here in Kentucky. 77 in the 18, away pretty well. 0-5 down to the bottom of the racetrack. 3 wide for the lead down into turn 1. Pretty good banking around here at Kentucky Speedway by the looks of it. Don't know the exact degree of angle myself, but seems to be enough for everybody to work that 3 wide, still down into turns 3 and 4. Managed to get out of it. 0-5 up to second of Riley Mobley. Jason Grimes up to the lead here as we start settling in. Cason White down to third in number 77, 19, and the 92 right behind him, hot on his heels, down through turns 1 and 2. Jason Grimes in the number 18, leading the way at the moment in the Jim Beam number 18 Toyota Camry out here tonight, down into turns 3 and 4. Everybody trying to run pretty conservatively in the beginning stages. 19 all the way up into the wall. Down through the start-finish stretch. Let's go down a little bit here to Jose Rodriguez in the number 92 Ford Mustang. One of only 2 Fords out here tonight. The other one directly behind him in the form of Cade Ferguson in the number 28 off of turn 2. Good pack around them. 77, 50, 19, 92, 28 on your screen now. Behind them is the 15, 16, and the 14 and the 84. Good few cars all trying to work together here down through the front stretch. Into turns 1 and 2 we go again. Apologies for that. Starting to go down a little bit further. 92 still putting on a good show behind the 19 here. Let's go down a little bit further. Let's go down to Sam Ballard Jr. I keep thinking it's Ballard. I keep missing the letter R in his name. My apologies. In the number 80 Toyota out here tonight. Don't quite know what his sponsor is. Can't quite make it out. Alan? Avanti. Maybe. Alani. Maybe. I have no idea. I can't read it from here. Down through turns 1 and 2 we go again, trying to run down the 00. 99, the 00's teammate, seemingly, Jesse Moody and Cooper Harris, boxing in this number 80 between the two of them. 84, 14, and the 16 just up the road. 99, 54, 67, and the 6 starting to fall back almost a full second behind the number 99 of Cooper Harris. Starting to fall off of the draft as we come to 10 laps completed, or towards it anyway. Down through turns 1 and 2 we go again. Let's jump over to a different camera angle. Let's see what TV... Oh, this place does not have 3 TVs. Okay. TV tower. Hey, that doesn't look too bad. Let's go down to Sam Hefner in the number 51. Beechcraft Cessna, number 51 Toyota Camry, running down the 45. 6 car behind him on the midline down through turns 1 and 2. Tower cam's not too bad. I kind of like this. 10 of 60 this time by, officially 1/6 of the way into stage number 1. Running down the 54 Lionel Racing Toyota Camry of Joe DeSantis just ahead of him. Down through turns 3 and 4 onto the front stretch we go once again. 45 NOS Machine trying to run away from the number 51. Not sure if he has nitrous on board, but it wouldn't be far-fetched considering the color scheme. Let's jump a little bit further. Let's go down to James Mercy in the 02, last car on the track. Never quit on life 02. Off of turn 2, down the backstretch we go. Jumping over to a new camera angle as well. This one isn't too bad either. Down through turns 3 and 4, the 02. Trying to run in a kind of a world by himself. Whoa, we got some smoke down through the front stretch. No caution. Ryder Emerson in the number 45. Let's start jumping back up through the field a little bit here. Let's go up to Mike Sexton in the number 14. And a good pack around him. 5 cars with him. All of them trying to work together. Down the backstretch we go, down into turns 3 and 4. Let's jump back over to a normal TV camera. Start going back up through the field a little bit more. Let's go back to our race leader, 18 of Jason Grimes. Currently leading the way still since the beginning of the race, having led all 15 laps so far out here tonight at Kentucky Speedway with the Popcorn Station 300 here with the FRC Cup Series. Joeyguys Collectibles Cup Series here tonight on Friday night with all of us here at Fearless Broadcasting. Stay fast and stay fearless. I just realized my desktop audio wasn't on, so none of you could hear any of the racing action. My apologies, I got that fixed now. Oops. Down off of turn 2, down the backstretch we go. 18, about 3/4 of a second up on the number 50 of Drew Jennings, trying to run him down through turns 3 and 4 we go. Down the backstretch we go once again. Let's jump down to Cason White in the 77, having lost the lead on the start of the race. Down into turns 3 and 4. Apologies, folks. Trying to get some things squared away. Coming up to 1/3 of the way completed into stage number 1 here. 20 laps next time by here at Kentucky Speedway. Down into turns 1 and 2. Everybody trying to get settled in early. Plenty of racing action left here to do here in Kentucky. Jumping down through the field a little bit more here, down to Cade Ferguson in the number 28 Busch Light. Off of turn 3 into turn 4. The two Mustangs working pretty well together, the 28 and the 92. Off of turn 4, down through the front stretch. Running down towards turn 1 once again. in the Next Gen Cup Ford Mustang Dark Horse. Jumping down a little bit further, let's go down to Rudolph King in the number 16. Can't quite make out what university that it says on that number 16 Toyota Camry. Towson University. Down off of the front stretch into turn 1. Really trying to catch up to the 15 of Landon Brown just ahead of him. Putting on a good show of it at the moment. Rudolph King only down 1 position off of the start of the race. Everybody getting settled in early here. Plenty of single file action already. Not a lot of time. Not a lot of opportunity to make up some time and get that position back. Cautions are going to be really where the opportunities to pass are going to be showing up here tonight at Kentucky Speedway. Just going off of how it is going so far. Let's jump down to Sam Ballard Jr. side by side with the number 14 of Mike Sexton off of turn 2. 0099 and the 67 in their mirrors. 88 up to the lead of this little group at the moment. The number 80, excuse me. Cutting off the 14 down into the front stretch. Down towards turn 1 we go again. 14 trying to get the run off of the front stretch down into turn 1. Running just that little bit lower with the 00 and the 99 behind him. 67 watching on a little bit further back, trying to get the draft going. Down through turns 3 and 4 we go again. Sam Ballard Jr. down through turn 4, heading towards the front stretch. Let's jump a little bit further down to Nathan Gleason in the number 6. Trying to keep up with this group at the moment, not having the most speed out. .26 of 60. Whoa, we got a spinner. Jesse Moody. Still in the grass. No caution. Trying to get it off of the grass. Not to spin it out, not throttle up too much. Dirty tires, and he spins it out and comes across the racetrack. Still stuck up there. Big damage to the right side now of the 00 Chevrolet out here tonight. Zachary Bocek starting to reel him in. Ryder Emerson behind as well, just off of turn 2. 02 of James Mercy, last car on the track in the 02 Chevrolet, out here tonight in 23rd position. Not the way Jesse Moody wanted to be competing in this race. 45 with a little bit of nose damage by the looks of it as well. Under pressure from the 02 on the inside. This is the battle for not last at this point. Let's jump up to Sam Coleman in the number 67 Genuine Parts Toyota Camry. Because God knows everybody in this league is in a Toyota Camry. Still riding on board with the 67, watching the 99 and the 14 going at it. Off of turn 2. Down the backstretch we go. 99 trying to get the run on the 14. Now he's lost his teammate in the 00, proving to be more difficult than it was before. Trying to keep up the momentum here tonight at Kentucky Speedway with the Joeyguy Collectibles FRC Racing League NASCAR Next Gen Cup Series here tonight. Having a great night of racing so far. 29 of 60. Start of lap 30 this time by, halfway through stage number 1 here at Kentucky Speedway. I should have started it off like it was the Kentucky Derby. And they're off in the Kentucky Derby. Down through turns 1 and 2 we go again. Sun continuing to set here in Kentucky. Whoa! 99 with a big wash up off of turn 2. Managed to recover it, but slammed into the wall doing so. Hopefully he doesn't have too much damage. 6 of Nathan Gleason up to 14th place. Sam Coleman, currently the most improved car on track, up 9 in the number 67. Let's jump up a little bit more. Let's go up to Brady. Oh, whoa! Big one into turn 1. Caution is out. Huge crash. Let's take a look. 67's gets sent around. 99 clobbers the 9 down into turn 1. Huge crash. Sam Coleman getting absolutely destroyed there. Let's take another quick look. Let's go over to this camera. Well, maybe a little faster than that. And down into turn 1. 67 goes for the move. 99's fender was already there. He came straight across it. I think maybe a little bit of both could be to blame. Maybe more the 67, because he just cut hard over. Not sure if he was going for a late block, but it just did not work out here tonight at Kentucky Speedway. First caution of the night, brought out by Sam Coleman. Pace car rolling around through turns 3 and 4. 18 of Jason Grimes still leading the way here tonight here at Kentucky Speedway. This is Fearless Broadcasting, brought to you in part by the Fearless Racing Network, Fearless Setup Shops, Puffy's Swag Shop, Goose's Rattle Can Shop, and Rock Bottom Racing. And of course our friends over at Juicy Spider Studios and Premier Racing Setups. Use code FEARLESS15, that's FEARLESS15 at checkout for 15% off your orders.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
Real quick, you both stop the real quick touch. Double check the steering wheel. Roll. Gentlemen, start your engine. Nice and smooth. Let's get it all done all day long. Got a good feeling about today, guys.
Donnie Kite's gonna get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series. What a finish! It's too little, too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
We knew it was just a matter of time when Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa.
Juicy Spider Motorsports takes home the 1-2-3 finish.
Pace car's lights are off here at Kentucky Speedway. Down through the front stretch we go. Everybody getting settled back down. Ethan Park gonna go a lap down 99, and the 00 still down pit road. 18 of Jason Grimes leading the way still. 19 of Brody Poole up to second. Payson White, Landon Brown, Riley Mobley, Cade Ferguson, Aiden Davis, Joe DeSantis, Rudolph King, Mike Sexton, Sam Ballard Jr., Phil Brown, Sam Hefner, Zachary Bonchek, Jose Rodriguez, James Mercy, Drew Jennings, Nathan Gleason, Ryder Emerson, Sam Coleman, and Ethan Park. rounding out everybody on the track. 99 and the 00 still down pit road. Pace car's lights are off. Going to be going green flag this time by here with the Popcorn Station 300 with the Joeyguys Collectibles Cup Series here with the FRC Racing League here on iRacing. Pace car down pit road this time. Rolling up towards the restart zone we go. 18 on the point for the restart. Jason Grimes waiting on the green flag to fly here at Kentucky Speedway. Green flag is back out once again. 35 laps of 60 completed this time by just over halfway here tonight at Kentucky. Well, in stage number 1 anyway. Down through turns 1 and 2. 18 and the 19 away very well. Running all the way up to the high side. 19 real close to the wall. 51 of Sam Hefner scraping the wall off of turn 2. 15 throwing his nose down to the inside. Very loose down into turn 3. Completely sideways as you just saw. 77 and the 05 behind them. Trying back down through turns 1 and 2 we go. Let's jump down into the field a little bit as we start settling back down. Let's jump down to the 77 Casey White off of turn 2. Running down the 84 Carvana machine, 28 beside him, down into turn 3, 16. Going to go up the inside, doesn't quite make it happen. 24 going for the block off, 28, excuse me, going for the block off of turn 4. 77 trying to run a good line here. And yellow line rule is in effect. No passing below the yellow line here at Kentucky Speedway. Down through turns 1 and 2 we go once again. 77, 84, and a 15 leading the way. Trying to punch through the air. Jesse Moody back out on track. Cooper Harris not back out yet. Out here tonight. Moody down in 23rd. .39 of 60 this time by here tonight at Kentucky Speedway with the FRC Cup Series. Let's jump down a little bit further. Let's go down to the 78 of Zachary Bonchek. He's making up some ground here. He's down in the back of the pack off of the start before that first caution came out. He's back up into the midfield here, up to 12th place, up 9 positions. Currently the most improved car on track. Trying to run down the 54 Lionel Racing Toyota Camry just ahead of him. Sam Ballard Jr. in the 80 just up the road. 54 up into the wall, into the entry of turn 1. 50 of Drew Jennings right behind him. 92 in the 51 falling back off of these guys in this main pack in the front of the field. Come through turns 3 and 4. Down towards the front stretch we go in the start-finish line. .42 of 60 completed this time by. My apologies. Let's go down a little bit more to the 51 of Sam Hefner. Whoa, we got trouble. 78 gets sent for a ride. Of course, the minute I go and look is when the big one happens. 78 of Zach Bonchek off of turn 4, spins it out, overcorrected it, and sends it into the wall. collecting the, I believe that is the number 6. Yes, number 6 gets involved. I believe no, who else was that? Was that the 69? No. 20? No. Who was it? I believe the 02 was also involved. Let's double check. 02 through turns 3 and 4. Let's just zoom up a little bit here. No, so this was, who was that? Ooh, 92 got a little bit of action on the front left fender. Then we had some wrecking after the 92 of Jose Rodriguez rolling up to the field behind the pace car. Didn't remember and punched the 50 Micro Center machine of Drew Jennings straight in the back. Not sure if he forgot that they were all under caution. Jose Rodriguez getting towed back to pit road out here tonight. Second caution of the night with all of us here at Fearless Broadcasting. Stay fast, stay fearless. Fearless Broadcasting brought to you in part by the Fearless Racing Network, Fearless Setup Shops, Puffy's Swag Shop, Goose's Rattle Can Shop, and Rock Bottom Racing. And of course, our friends over at Juicy Spider Studios and Premier Racing Setups use code FEARLESS15, that's FEARLESS 15 at checkout for 15% off your orders.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
Pace car's lights are off. Going to be on green flag this time by here at Kentucky Speedway. 18, 19, 05, 15, 84, 77, 28, 16, 14, 80, 54, 51, 6, 20, 02, 50, 69, 67, and the 45, all on the lead lap. Cooper Harris still on the racetrack, but in 23rd position. Zachary Bonchek, Jose Rodriguez, and Jesse Moody still down pit road at this time. With the Joeyguys Collectibles FRC Cup Series here tonight on beautiful Friday night. Here with all of us at Fearless Broadcasting. Stay fast and stay fearless. With the Popcorn Station 300 here at Kentucky Speedway. Second caution of the night coming to a close here. Everybody gets settled back in. Try and get this race taken care of here tonight at Kentucky. Pace car down pit road. Rolling up towards the restart zone we go. Green flag is out, 18 away like a bullet. 19 missed the start a little bit there. Not sure if somebody just spun off the racetrack. It looked like it was. That is the 80. Did not get away very well. Where is he here? That is not the 80. What is that? 84? It is the 84. My apology. 84 Carvana machine of Aiden Davis. Missed the start a little bit there. Managed to get underway here. Plenty of action in the midfield of this pack. Off of turn 2. Everybody trying to get single file once again. 14 and 16 side by side down the backstretch into turn 3. 80 and the 84 trying to work together a little bit here. Down into turns 3 and 4. 13 laps to go in stage number 1 here tonight. Jason Grimes still leading the way. Off of turn 4, Jason Grimes still leading the way here at the moment. 11 laps to go. Riley Mobley trying to run him down behind him in the 0-5, down into turns 1 and 2. 19 of Brody Poole trying to keep up down through turn 2, and on the backstretch we go. 18 of Jason Grimes just seems to have this place's number out here tonight. 15 of Landon Brown trying to run down the 19, down into turns 3 and 4. 77 watching behind them, Cason White. Down the front stretch into turn 1 we go again. 10 laps to go here in stage number 1 here at Kentucky Speedway. Let's jump on board with Cockpit Cam. With the number 15 of Landon Brown down through turn 4 onto the front stretch. 19 just ahead of him of Brody Poole. Running it all the way down to the yellow line. Still trying to stay in line with the 19. Raft with him down into turn 1, downshifting to have that little bit of extra steering. Moving back up to 5th. Down the backstretch we go, running it all the way up to the high end of the RPM. Downshifting again down into turn 3. Running a mid-low line here off of turn 4, running it all the way up towards the wall, and right back down to the yellow line at the bottom of the racetrack, past the start-finish line. That is a great flying lap out here tonight. 8 laps to go here in stage number 1. 19 of Brody Poole putting on the fire to this number 05 monster machine just ahead of him. Down into turns 3 and 4, but the 15 of Landon Brown sneaking in right behind the number 19 off of turn 4. Down the front stretch we go. 7 laps to go in stage number 1. Five laps to go. Jason Grimes, bit of a lag spike there. Off of turn 1 we go. Trying to run down the 45 of Ryder Emerson, I believe that is just ahead of him. No, it's not. That's a Ford just ahead of him. That is Cade Ferguson, I believe. It is Cade. No, it's the 93. My fault. I'm losing my mind. 92 of Jose Rodriguez, down 8 out here tonight, about to go down 9 if he does not get a move on. 4 laps to go in stage number 1. 18 Jim Beam Toyota Camry off of turn 2 down the backstretch, getting the extra draft from the 92 ahead of him. Sam Coleman has crashed. No caution. down through turns 3 and 4, running all the way down on the bottom of the racetrack, trying to mirror drive the number 92 ahead of him. Brody Poole, has crashed. 3 laps to go. Caution is out, and that will be the end of stage number 1 here tonight. We roll around under caution. This will count as the stage. Brody Poole bringing out the caution. Let's take a look what happened. I love that it doesn't actually bring you to where it actually happened. All right, 77 behind him. Might have gotten a bit of neck code from the 77. Gets sent for a ride out here tonight. Stuck up against the high side as he waits for everyone to come back around. Jason Grimes wins stage number 1, bringing out the 3rd caution of the night here with the Joeyguy Collectibles FRC Racing League Cup Series here tonight at Kentucky Speedway with the Popcorn Station 300.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one. Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start.
Real quick, people stop the real quick cut. Double check the steering wheel. Roll. Gentlemen, start your engines.
Donnie Kite's gonna get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series. What a finish! Too little, too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
We knew it was just a matter of time. Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa.
GC Spider Motorsports takes home the 1, 2, 3 finish.
We are back once again here with the FRC Joeyguy Collectibles Racing Series here on Fearless Broadcasting. $18 of Jason Grimes. Pace cars, lights are off. Gonna be going green flag this time by Jason Grimes, Riley Mobley, Landon Brown, Cason White, Cade Ferguson, Rudolph King, Sam Hefner, Mike Sexton, Aiden Davis, Sam Ballard, James Mercy, Nathan Gleason, Ethan Park, Sam Coleman, Phil Brown down pit road, Brody Poole, Joe DeSantis, and Ryder Emerson all on the racetrack. Jesse Moody down 3, Jose Rodriguez down 7. Race cars lights back on here at Kentucky Speedway, rolling off a turn 4 down the front stretch. Pretty sure we're just running the extra lap to round out stage number 1 here tonight. 05 going up to the pace car. Pace car's lights off once again. Down through turns 1 and 2 we go. Everybody getting settled back down. Ryder Emerson and Jesse Moody both down pit road once again. Not sure what happened there. Everybody getting settled back down out here tonight. Third caution of the night coming to a close here at Kentucky Speedway with the Popcorn Station 300. Start of stage number 2, another 60 laps for stage number 2. Stage 3 will be 80 to round out this 200 lap, 300 mile race here at Kentucky Speedway. 05 right next to the 18. Pace car down pit road, rolling up towards the restart zone we go. Green flag is out once again, 18 off like a bullet. Once again, down into turn 1 we go. 05 in the 15, side by side down into turn 1. 77 falling down to the bottom of the racetrack. 28 of Cade Ferguson behind him, trying to push down into the backstretch. Whoa, we got trouble! Couple cars around, we got a big one on the backstretch. Caution is out. Brody Poole, 77-15. Ryder Emerson and the 05. Couple of good cars involved right on board with the 05. Not sure. Hang on, let's take another look. That is the 15 of Landon Brown. Let's take another look. Off of turn 2. Might have been a little bit of neck code and a little bit of contact. 05 clobbers the 77 of Cason White. White trying to slow it down. 19 spun himself out, managing to get to a stop almost dooring the 77. Facing the wrong way in turns 3 and 4. Fourth caution of the night. Fearless Broadcasting, stay fast and stay fearless, brought to you in part by the Fearless Racing Network, Fearless Setup Shops, Puffy's Swag Shop, Goose's Rattle Can Shop, and Rock Bottom Racing, and of course our friends over at Juicy Spider Studios and Premier Racing Setups. Use code FEARLESS15, FEARLESS15 at checkout for 15% off your orders. Pace car's lights are off. Gonna be going green flag this time by 18. Side by side with a 28 for the first time tonight. Ford Mustang up to second place. The other Ford Mustang in 20th place. Jose Rodriguez down 7. Down off of turn 2, everybody getting settled back in. 6 of Nathan Gleason, now the most improved car on track, up 13 since the start of the race. Everybody trying to warm up their tires as the sun continues to set. Lights are on here at Kentucky Speedway. Night has set in. Fourth caution of the night coming to a close. Pace car down pit road, rolling up towards the restart zone we go. Let's see if we can get going a little bit better this time. Rolling up towards the restart zone we go. Green flag is out. 18 is off once again like a bullet. 28 equally away as well. Down into turn 1. 28 sliding down to the bottom. Trying to block off this 16 down into turn 1. A little bit of too wide action as we start looking back across the field here. Down off turn 2, down the backstretch we go. Everybody trying to file up, single file. 51 of Sam Hefner leading the bottom of the racetrack at the moment, down into turns 3 and 4 in the Cessna number 51. Off of turn 4, marbles flying off of the racing surface out here tonight. 8 of 60 laps into stage number 2. Of turn 4 past the start finish line. Cade Ferguson still up in second, trying to run down the 18 of Jason Grimes just ahead of him. Let's jump down to Sam Ballard Jr. in the number 80. Off of turn 1 into turn 2, being run down by the 51 of Sam Hefner behind him. 6 of Nathan Gleason just up the road. Can't quite make out what that car's sponsor is, but it is a camouflage, I can see that. In the number 6 Toyota Camry off of turn 3 and 4, excuse me. I keep getting lost on ovals. 51-50, or 51-20 in the 15, excuse me. Almost going 3 wide through the start-finish line. Back down through turns 1 and 2 we go. 80 still trying to run down the 6 ahead of him. Getting a bit of help from the 16 just up the road a little bit. Running on the bottom of the racetrack. Down through the backstretch. Into turns 3 and 4. 18 of Jason Grimes, almost a half second plus on the 28 of Cade Ferguson. 3 wide behind the number 80 in the 6. Down into turns 1 and 2. 6 getting the better run down through turn 1 and into turn 2. Needs to go down and block. Off of 2, can't quite make it happen. 80 side by side with the 6. Has to back out off of the backstretch and into turn 3. Still plenty of action behind him though. Let's start jumping back a little bit and take a look at what's going on back there. Let's take a look at Sam Coleman in the number 67 Genuine Parts Toyota Camry, up 11 places since the start. Running down the number 50 number 20 Micro Center machine just ahead of him. What? Oh, he's caught up in a little bit of lap traffic. My apologies. Drew Jennings, the next car ahead, with Jose Rodriguez ahead of him as well. The next actual car in front of him is the number 51 of Sam Hefner. Down the backstretch we go once again. 67, not having the same speed out here as these other cars in front of him. Gets a hell of a run down into turn 3. Late on the commit for the brakes. Down through turn 4 we go. Starting to catch up to this 92 and the 50. We're currently pushing the number 51 just ahead of them. Down into turn 1 we go. Let's jump down a little bit further, down to Phil Brown in the number 69 Chevrolet. Trying to run a good race out here tonight, down into turns 1 and 2. Big nose damage for the number 69. Not quite sure what happened there, but a heck of a lot of damage as we go down the backstretch, losing time to the 02 just ahead of him. Has some good speed in the corners, does not seem to have a lot of overall power on the straights. Not sure what the issue is outside of that nose being caved in. Charge down into turn 1 once again. Down through turns 3 and 4. 17 of 60. 17 of 60 completed this time by. Let's jump up to Jason Grimes once again. Off of turn 2, almost a half lap ahead of Phil Brown in the number 69. Coming back around for start of 18 of 60 this time by. Jason Grimes putting on a masterclass out here tonight. 76 laps of 78, or 77 of 78 laps this time by. Off of turn 4 we go. Jump down a little bit to Mike Sexton in the number 14. 16 and the 80 behind him. Off of turn 4 down past the front stretch into turn 1. Trying to run down the 84 of Aiden Davis just ahead of him. Almost 3/4 of a second ahead. Trying to block the 16 by leaving the 16 and the 80 in dirty air. Also not really gaining on the number 84 ahead of him. Losing time to both drivers at the moment. Draft helping the 16, but killing the 14. We come back around for the start of 22 of 60 in stage number 2. Off of turn 4 we go. Jump back a little bit further down to Ethan Park in the number 20. In the Miller number 20 Toyota Camry. Jose Rodriguez still down 7 laps behind him. Trying to run down the 50, just ahead of him. Drew Jennings in the number 50, down 12. Ethan Park stuck between a couple of lap cars at the moment, trying to keep up with the main part of the field out here tonight at Kentucky Speedway with the Popcorn Station 300. Brought to you by all of us here at Fearless Broadcasting. Stay fast and stay fearless. 92 with a big slide off of turn 4, managed to recover it down through the front stretch into turn 1. 25 of 60 this time by, just shy of halfway. Coming back around off of turn 2, down the back stretch. Jump down a little further. Let's go down to Joe DeSantis in the number 54 Lionel Racing Toyota Camry off of turn 4. Down off of turn 2, 54. And I believe that's not the 69 behind him. Who is that behind him? I can't quite see it. I know it's one of the pink cars. It's not the 69. No, it's not. Who is that? That is Jesse Moody behind him. Jesse Moody down 2 on Joe DeSantis. In the number 54 off of turns 1 and 2. We go down the backstretch. Jumping back up into the field a little bit. Let's go up to Aiden Davis, who is now up to second, passing the number 28 Ford Mustang for the second place position. Jason Grimes, having led so far all 88 laps out here tonight so far here at Kentucky Speedway. Still plenty of time out here tonight for other drivers to get up into the mix. But for the most part, it has been absolute domination from that number 18 Jim Beam Whiskey Toyota Camry of Jason Grimes. Aiden Davis off of turn 4 all the way up against the wall, slightly scraping it. Not a huge deal out here tonight at Kentucky Speedway. 29 laps of 60 this time by in stage number 2. Down through turns 1 and 2 we go again. 28 trying to run down the 84. Losing time to the 84 off of turn 2. 14 of Mike Sexton right behind him. Down the backstretch into turn 3. Let's go down to Landon Brown in the number 15 off of turn 3 and into turn 4. Ready to charge down the front stretch once again out here tonight. Right behind the 14. One of the few Chevrolets out here tonight putting on a fantastic show. In 5th place, Sam Coleman has crashed. No caution halfway through the stage. 30 of 60 in stage number 2. Sam Coleman has not been thrown a yellow flag for. There's a caution. Sam Coleman off track again. Just come around through turns 3 and 4. Take a look at what happened. Sam Coleman in the number 67 Genuine Parts Toyota Camry spins it up off of turn 4. Slides it up against the wall. Couple cars sliding down to evade. Stuck in the middle of the racetrack, trying to get it turned back around. Spun it up, trying to get it going again, and gets clobbered by the 45 down into the grass. I believe he just gets towed back to pit road from there. Jason Grimes still leading the way out here with the Joeyguy Collectibles FRC Next Gen Cup Series here on Friday night with all of us here at Fearless Broadcasting. Fearless Broadcasting brought to you in part by the Fearless Racing Network, Fearless Setup Shops, Puffy's Swag Shop, Goose's Rattle Can Shop, and Rock Bottom Racing, and of course our friends over at Juicy Spider Studios and Premier Racing Setups. Use code FEARLESS15, FEARLESS15 at checkout for 15% off your orders.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one. Premier Racing.
Real quick, people stop the real quick touch. Double check the steering wheel. We're rolling. Gentlemen, start your engines! Nice and smooth. Let's get it all done all day long. Got a good feeling about today, guys.
Donnie Kite's gonna get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series. What a finish! Too little, too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
We knew it was just a matter of time. Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa.
Juicy Spider Motorsports takes home the 1-2-3 finish.
Back once again here at Kentucky Speedway with the Popcorn Station 300, here with the Joeyguy Collectibles FRC Next Gen Cup Series. Joe DeSantis staying out in the number 54 Lionel Racing Toyota Camry, now leading the race out here tonight. New leader, 51 Joe DeSantis. Roll back through turn 1, pace cars, lights are off, ready to go green flag this time by 54 18, 84, 28, 15, 80, 16, 14, 77, 20, 51, 6, 02 down pit road, 69 up to 13th. James Mercy in the 02 down pit road. Jesse Moody down, lap down. Brody Poole, Ryder Emerson, and Sam Coleman all down pit road. Coleman out of the race. Rodriguez down 6. Jennings down 11. DeSantis leading the way. Pace car down pit road, rolling up towards the restart zone we go. 18 side by side with the 54. Green flag is out, 54 away. Much better than the 18. 18 missed his shift on the restart. Didn't get away quite as well, getting punted by the 28 behind him. 84 up to second place. 18 stuck behind him down through turns 1 and into turn 2. Down towards the back. There we go. $35 of 60 in stage number 2, 95 of 200 out here tonight with the FRC Cup Series. 54 in the 84 off of turn 2, 84, excuse me, trying to run down the 54 Lionel Racing Toyota Camry of Joe DeSantis down into turn 3 and 4. 84 of Aiden Davis right behind him. 184 gets spun around off of turn 4 down into the grass. Not sure where he went. He's still going. He managed to keep that thing straight. What a save. We got to go take a look at that. Take a quick jump back. This is off of turn 4, 54 all the way up against the wall. 84 came right down onto him. Nowhere he could go, sending the 84 around down into the start finish line and through the infield. Managed to recover it and kept going. Joe DeSantis still leading the way, but now under threat from the number 18, who has dominated the race so far out here tonight at Kentucky. Off of turn 2, down the backstretch we go. 80 of Sam Ballard Jr. right behind them as well, starting to make up some time in the number 80, 28 of Cade Ferguson, slowing down once again. Not sure what the 28's problem is. He does not seem to have the same kind of speed as the rest of these guys out here tonight in the lead of this race. That number 28 Ford Mustang not being the fastest car on track. 54 trying to hold off to number 18 down off of turn 2. About a car and a half, 2 cars ahead of the 18 as he charges down into turn 3. Trying to block the bottom of the racetrack. Hold that bottom line as best as he can. Block the premier line for that number 18, knowing where the 18 is liking running at the moment. Trying to prevent him from getting back into a good groove. 54 running that 18 all over the racetrack. Throwing perfect blocks. Trying to keep that momentum at bay from that number 18 Jim Beam Toyota Camry of Jason Grimes. Grimes up to the outside off of turn 4. Deciding not to go for it, not getting the better run off of turn 4. Down past the start-finish line we go. Still about a car and a half between the two. Down into turn 1. 54 running all the way up to the wall and diving down to the bottom of turns 1 and 2. Sliding back to the top side. Down the backstretch we go. Jump down into the field once again. Rudolph King this time in the number 16. Towson University number 16. Running down the 77 with the 14 behind him. 77 being a very fast car of Cason White. Down 5 from the start, Cason White having started on the pole. Off of turn 2 with plenty of cars around him to work with, as the draft does not seem to be as effective as it has been in the past. Out here tonight, these intermediate tracks all have their own personalities. Some of these intermediate tracks, like Kansas and Nashville and places like that, sometimes the draft will really help. It's not just the dirty air off the car in front of you. You can really get some momentum going if you get into a good draft. But tonight here in Kentucky does not seem to be working out for a lot of guys. Everybody running single file at the moment in this main part of the field. Just nobody really picking up any speed. Everybody losing a lot of time here in the draft. We jump back up to the battle for the lead here. Joe DeSantis under threat from the 18 on the bottom of the racetrack. Down on the inside. 18 down into turns 1 and 2. 54 having to relent the position. Down into turn 1, 18 of Jason Grimes back into the lead of this race. Down the backstretch into turn 3. 18 Jim Beam Machine trying to run away with it once again off of turn 3. Down past the start-finish line we go here at Kentucky Speedway with the Popcorn Station 300. Jason Grimes already a third of a second up and gaining. Running away with it once again off of turn 2 we go down the backstretch. As the start-finish line we go once again, 45 of 60, 15 laps to go. No. Maybe. I have no idea. I can't count. Let's jump down to Sam Hefner in the number 51 Cessna Beechcraft Machine. Off of turn 2, down the backstretch. 20, I believe that is the 20, yes, and the 6 behind him. Trying to run him down for that 9th place spot. Any position they can get is better chances at beating that number 18 currently leading the way out here tonight. 15 laps to go here at Kentucky. Down through turns 1 and 2. Rest of the field starting to really pull away from them here. Down past the start-finish line, let's jump back up to Jason Grimes. Almost a full second ahead of the 54 of Joe DeSantis. Off of turn 2 we go. 54 falling back towards the 15 and the plenty of other cars behind him. Off of turns 3 and 4. 13 laps to go here in stage number 2. Down through turns 1 and 2, down the back we go. Oh, right. 12 laps to go this time by. Let's jump down through the field a little bit more once again. Phil Brown in the 69, still on the lead lap here. 13 and a quarter seconds behind. Out here tonight, 12 laps to go. Next car is Jesse Moody, 1 lap down, along with Brody Poole, both 1 lap down. James Mercy down 2. Jose Rodriguez down 6th. Drew Jennings down 11th. Ryder Emerson, Sam Coleman, Riley Mobley, Zach Bonchek, and Cooper Harris are all out of the race. 11 laps to go in stage number 2. 110 of 200 this time by. Jason Grimes still trying to run away with it. At the moment, down into turn 3. Off of 3 into 4, down past the start-finish line we go again. Over a second clear of the number 15 of Landon Brown. 77 of Cason White up to 3rd now. Off of turn 1 and into 2. Jump down to that battle for a little bit here. Down to Cason White into 77, leading the top 5, or these 5 cars anyway, behind him. 15 of Landon Brown just ahead of him, almost a second up. '77, can't quite make out what that sponsor is. Merrimack, I believe. Merrimack Toyota Camry, down off of turn 2 and onto the backstretch. Excuse me. Less than 10 laps to go in stage number 2. Jason Grimes still about a second ahead of the number 15 of Landon Brown. Off of turn 4, down past the start-finish line. Landon Brown starting to gain a little bit down the front stretch into turn 1. Cason White doing much of the same on the number 15. Joe DeSantis trying to catch up with this 77, get back into the tow. Get back into this fight for the lead here tonight at Kansas Speedway. Back into turns 3 and 4. Cade Ferguson in the number 28 Ford Mustang, the only Ford Mustang currently on the lead lap of the 2. Down in 6th, up 1 position since the start of this race. Out here tonight, Cade Ferguson in the number 28. Running a good show so far, trying to keep up with these guys at the front of the field. Running his heart out to try and keep that car where it is. Keep it clean as well has been the trick out here tonight. A lot of guys getting tore up early. Side by side for the battle with second place. 77 and the 15 down past the start-finish line. Really need to be working together out here to catch up to the 18 of Jason Grimes. He runs off into turn 1 and 2. 15 and the 77 down into turns 1 and 2 as well. Down the backstretch we go. 54 and the 80 behind. Laps to go in stage number 2 off of turn 4. 18 of Jason Grimes with 4 laps to go. Anything at this point will end out stage number 2. here tonight at Kentucky Speedway, running on board with the 18 of Jason Grimes. 105 of the last 117, led this time by 77 of the 15, just behind them off of turn 2, a little side-by-side action. Trying to fight for second place out here tonight, down into turn 3. 77 of Case and White, beating out the 15 of Landon Brown off of turn 4 up to second place. Brown not happy with it, trying to contest it. Back into turns 1 and 2 we go again. One more lap to go in stage number 2. 18 of Jason Grimes still leading the way out here. 77 of Case and White trying to run him down. One more lap to go in stage number 2. Jason Grimes down into turns 1 and 2 we go again, down towards the backstretch. '18 of Jason Grimes wins stage number 2 out here tonight. 6th caution of the night for stage number 2. Jason Grimes, Case and White, and Landon Brown top 3. Joe DeSantis, Sam Ballard, Rudolph King, Cade Ferguson, Mike Sexton, Aiden Davis, Sam Hefner, Nathan Gleason, Ethan Park, and Phil Brown. Top 13 still on the lead lap. Jesse Moody, Brody Poole, James Mercy, Jose Rodriguez, Drew Jennings, Ryder Emerson, Sam Coleman, Riley Mobley, Zach Bonchek, and Cooper Harris. This has been Fearless Broadcasting with the FRC Joeyguys Collectibles Cup Series here tonight on Friday night. Fearless Broadcasting brought to you in part by the Fearless Racing Network, Fearless Setup Shops, Puffy's Swag Shop, Goose's Rattle Can Shop, and Rock Bottom Racing, and of course our friends over at Juicy Spider Studios and Premier Racing Setups. Use code FEARLESS15, that's FEARLESS15 at checkout for 15% off your orders.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
Real quick, people stop the real quick cut. Double check the steering wheel. Control. Gentlemen, start your engines! Nice and smooth. Let's get it all done all day long. Got a good feeling about today, guys.
Donnie Kite's gonna get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series. What a finish! Too little, too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
He knew it was just a matter of time. Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa.
Juicy Spider Motorsports takes home the 1-2-3 finish.
Race off of pit road. Landon Brown leading the way. Case and White up to second. Jason Grimes in third. Joe DeSantis, Cade Ferguson, Sam Ballard, Rudolph King, Aiden Davis, Mike Sexton, Sam Hefner, and Ethan Park. Bill Brown, Nathan Gleason still down pit road. Brown out first in the number 69, Gleason out second in the number 6. Jesse Moody, Brody Poole, James Mercy, Jose Rodriguez, and Drew Jennings going down pit road. Pace cars lights are off. Gonna be going green flag this time by. Out here tonight once again at Kentucky Speedway with the Popcorn Station 300 here at Kentucky Speedway. Stage 3 gonna be 80 laps, rounding out the final of this race here tonight with all of us here at Fearless Broadcasting. Thank you all for watching and tuning in at home. We hope you've been enjoying the show so far. Race cars lights are off. Going to be going green flag this time by. 15 of Landon Brown will be leading the way on the restart. Rolling down into turns 3 and 4 we go. Getting ready to dive down pit road once again here for the start of stage number 3. Rolling up towards the restart zone we go. Green flag is out, 15 away well. Cason White right there with him, 54, helping box the number 18 of Jason Grimes in. As we get rolling once again, 1577 in the 54 down into turn 1. 54 and the 18 side by side down into turns 1 and 2. Down the backstretch we go, 77 blocking the 54 down the backstretch. 18 down to 5th, Jason Grimes down in 5th in the number 18 off of turn 4. As everybody gets settled back in, marbles flying everywhere. Couple cars down below the yellow line, that's okay. 75 laps to go in this race out here tonight at Kentucky Speedway. Off of turn 2, down the backstretch, 18 running the bottom of the racetrack. Down through turns 3 and 4. 18 still holding that bottom line underneath Sam Ballard Jr. and behind the 54 of Joe DeSantis. 18 still trying to hold that line up the inside of the 54. Double overtake for the number 18 off of turn 2. What a beautiful move from the number 18 of Jason Grimes. Let's see if somebody can get that position back. Everybody getting stacked up behind him. Charge down through turns 3 and 4. 54, 84, and the 80 trying to run down this 18, all bumper to bumper behind him. 80 and the 84 falling back slightly. 54 trying to keep up. Down through turns 1 and 2 we go again. 84 and the 80 side by side off of turn 1 into off 2 and down the backstretch. 80 gets kind of pinched by the 84 ahead of him. 54 managing to stay ahead at the moment, but falling back behind the number 18 still. 18 starting to pull away from this number 54 off of turn 4. 72 laps to go. Jason Grimes back up to third. Cason White next in his line of sight. Trying to catch up with him. 18 trying to run down this 77 off of turn 2. Down the backstretch we go. The draft really seems to be helping out that 18. This 18 car just has something that nobody else seems to have out here tonight. Just running away with it at the moment. Let's see if he tries to go for the Masterclass, win stages 1, 2, and 3. and lead the most laps, which he has done so far tonight. I believe it is now statistically impossible for anybody else to beat him. I believe he has led more than half the race length overall. As he's charging down this 77 off of turn 2. Down the backstretch we go again, half a car length between them. Down into turn 3, 18 trying to run all the way down to the bottom. 77 kind of throwing a block, keeping the move, keeping the momentum going off of turn 4. 18 falling back off the 77, knowing that he has the better runs into the corner than off the corner. Down through turns 1 and 2 we go again. 77 falling back off of Landon Brown in the number 15. 18 about a car and a half behind. Late on the brakes down into turn 3. Gaining that time back slowly but surely. 18 of Jason Grimes off of turn 4. Right back to about a car and a half behind the 77. Let's jump down a little bit more. Let's go down to Ethan Park in the number 20. Down into turn 1. Plenty of action ahead of him. Plenty of action behind. 51 trying to run him down with the 69 of Phil Brown behind him. Couple cars getting squirrely down on the backstretch. Everybody trying to keep things civilized at the moment. 51 of Sam Hefner trying to throw a huge one down the inside on the 20. Can't quite make it happen. Maybe next time or 2 laps. Down the front stretch we go. 20 trying to run down the 14 of Mike Sexton just ahead of him. Down into turn 1 we go. Couple cars scraping off the wall. 20 all over the rear bumper of the 14. Down into turns 1 and 2. Off of 2. Trying to keep that car steady. 14 with a bit of a snap off of turn 2. Managed to recover it. Down into turns 3 and 4. 51 of Sam Hefner trying to run him down. 69 falling back a little bit here. Alongside a couple of the other lap cars around him. Big radio issue for the number 20. Let's jump over to Sam Hefner now. And the number 51. Cessna Toyota Camry Beechcraft machine. These three trying to run together. Catch back up to the number 16 of Rudolph King just ahead of him. Jump up a little bit to him. In the number 16 Toyota Camry, running down the number 28 of Cade Ferguson in 7th place. Down the inside on the front stretch. On the Busch Light, number 28, Rudolph King, passing Cade Ferguson into turn 1. 65 laps to go this time by. Landon Brown still leading the way here. Hasten White still holding off the 18 as we go through turns 3 and 4. Riding on board with a 15 of Landon Brown off of turn 2. Down the backstretch, still leading the way here at the moment. .64 laps to go. Landon Brown holding a good lead over the number 77 of Cason White. Let's go over to Jason Grimes now. Yeah, he's led 111 laps of 200 out here tonight. It is statistically impossible for anybody else to take that away from him out here tonight at Kentucky Speedway. He seems to just has this place's number so far out here tonight. Dominating the field so far. Trying to run down the 77 just ahead of him. Not sure if the dirty air is really affecting him that much. You can see he's trying to run just a little bit different lines, get away from the dirty air from the 77 just ahead of him, while staying in the draft. It is a weird combination. The draft is considered dirty air, but you need the draft to go faster. And if you're just in the wrong spot with the draft, you are completely getting slowed down, and there is not a whole lot in between, and it's a hard line to find. 62 laps to go here at Kentucky Speedway. With all of us here at Fearless Broadcasting, stay fast and stay fearless. Fearless Broadcasting brought to you in part by the Fearless Racing Network, Fearless Setup Shops, Puffy's Swag Shop, Goose's Rattle Can Shop, and Rock Bottom Racing. And of course, our friends over at Juicy Spider Studios and Premier Racing Setups. Use code FEARLESS15, FEARLESS15 at checkout for 15% off your orders. Jason Grimes still holding third for the time being. 0.4 of a second behind the 77. Let's jump down to the 80 of Sam Ballard Jr. off of the front stretch down into turn 1, trying to run down the 54 of Joe DeSantis just ahead of him. Catching up. .58 laps to go off of into turn 1, excuse me, we go. Landon Brown still holding the lead here, 0.6 ahead of the 77. Down the backstretch, still on board with the 80 of Sam Ballard Jr. Down into turn 3, running down the 54, Lionel Racing Toyota Camry just ahead of him, of Joe DeSantis. Running the high side off of turn 4. Holding similar lines to the 54, about half a car length behind. Trying to keep up at the moment down the front stretch into turn 1. 16 still a good ways behind, not real threat at the moment. 28 behind him. Jump down to Jesse Moody back on the lead lap in the 00. Trying to run down the 50 ahead of him and catch up to the 69 of Phil Brown just ahead of him. Down the front stretch towards turn 1, getting a little help from the 50 Micro Center machine just ahead of them. Jumping back up to the front of the race here, Landon Brown still with a good lead over the 77 of Kason White. White starting to gain though, 0.3 and gaining down into turn 1. 77 trying to run down the number 15 just ahead of him. 15 of Jason Grimes slowing down 1.25 seconds off the lead, 1.3 seconds off the lead now. Down the front stretch into turn 1 we go. Down through turns 3 and 4, 15 still leading the way. Let's go over to Aiden Davis in the number 84. Trying to keep up with the top 3, scraping off the wall just a little bit here, off of turn 4. 51 laps to go here at Kentucky. Final 50 laps of this race. Everybody trying to get things wrapped up, hoping for no more cautions. Although a late stage caution would help 100% make sure everybody could make it to the end of this race out here tonight at Kentucky Speedway with the Popcorn Station 300 with the Joeyguy Collectibles FRC Cup Series here tonight by all of us, brought to you by all of us here at Fearless Broadcasting. Stay fast and stay fearless. Brody Poole down 1. Jose Rodriguez still down 6 with James Mercy. Drew Jennings down 11. And everyone behind him, Ryder Emerson, Sam Coleman, Riley Mobley, Zach Bonchek, and Cooper Harris are all out of the race. Joe DeSantis in the number 54 down pit road in the final 50 laps out here tonight at Kentucky Speedway. Back up to our leader at the moment, 15 under threat from the number 77 just behind him. 77 of Payson White, quarter second behind and gaining off of turn 4. This is now the battle for the lead. Jason Grimes almost down 2 full seconds. Have to be really careful with how they want to pick and choose this fight down through turns 1 and 2, heading towards the backstretch we go. 77 needs to make this move happen quick if he wants to make this battle worth it. Jason Grimes not falling back as fast as he was before, but still falling out here tonight, down in 3rd. 77 really trying to run down this number 15 just ahead of him, getting the draft down the front stretch into turn 1. 46 laps to go here at Kentucky Speedway. 15, 77, 18, 84, 80, 16, 28, 14, 20, 69, 00, 51 in the 6, all on the lead lap. Down through turns 3 and 4, 77 really reeling in the number 15 just ahead of him within a quarter of a second now. Under a quarter. 1.5, 1.3, 1.2, down into turn 1 once again. Running the optimal line, really trying to put the pressure on this number 15 car. Just trying to lead the way out here tonight, knowing he can have the momentum down into turn 3. 77 choosing the high side through turns 3 and 4, trying to go for the switchback off of turn 4. Running it all the way up. Whoa, 15 with a big slide off of turn 4. Managed to recover it side by side down the front stretch we go. 77 of Payson White leading the way with a nose at the moment. 15 backing out, knowing he's lost position down off of turn 2. Payson White in the number 77 Toyota Camry back up to the lead. My apologies. He is now right back where he started on the pole, but he did not lead the opening lap. 18 of Jason Grimes managed to beat him back around to the start-finish line out here tonight. As we come down towards 40 laps to go, final half of stage number 3 out here tonight with the FRC Cup Series. 42 laps to go. Time running out for everybody out here tonight. Off of turn 2. 15 in the 0-2 behind him now. 18 of Jason Grimes falling back 2.5 seconds behind. 15 of Landon Brown. 3/4 of a second and falling. Jason White deciding to come down pit road this time, alongside the number 15 of Landon Brown, Rudolph King, and the 80 of Sam Ballard Jr. Cade Ferguson staying out. He will be in control of the race, this time by 28 Ford Mustang of Cade Ferguson. 38 laps to go as he charges down into turns 1 and 2. Only car on the racetrack on the lead lap next to Nathan Gleason. Gleason down in 6th at the moment. Everybody's starting to go for green flag pit stops, and Gleason just going past the start-finish line now, almost 3/4 of a lap behind this number 28. Not sure how much longer the 28 car in front will be able to hold this lead here. Grimes, Davis, DeSantis, Phil Brown, Jesse Moody, Sam Hefner, Mike Sexton, Brady Poole. Hefner is the last car on the 1 lap down. My apologies. So from Cason White in the 77 down to the 51 of Sam Hefner. And Ethan Park in the 20. Everybody's down 1 lap. The only other car on the lead lap at the moment is Nathan Gleason in the number 6. Question is, how much longer will this number 28 of Cade Ferguson be able to continue running out here tonight on whatever he has left in that number 28 Ford Mustang Busch Light machine? Down past the start-finish line, still staying out, 35 laps to go. I highly doubt he has enough fuel or tire to make it quite that far out here tonight at Kentucky Speedway with the Popcorn Station 300 out here tonight. Brought to you by the Joeyguy Collectibles FRC Cup Series. 77 of Cason White and the 15 of Landon Brown getting their lap back. 28 of Cade Ferguson comes down pit road. Cason White back in control of the race. 35 laps to go. 34 at the line, depending on when Cade Ferguson gets back around. Nathan Gleason still staying out as well. 6 seconds and gaining. He is staying out. Nathan Gleason is in control of the race. Gleason is not going to have much fuel for much longer as well. 33 laps to go. Nathan Gleason still leading the way out here. Almost 12 seconds, and now falling as he enters turn 3. A little bit of damage on the front left of that race car. He is still staying out. Not sure if he is taking the Lightning McQueen approach to this. Run every single lap you can before you run out of gas. Or run every single lap you can until the tires explode. Both are valid options, but the real question is, how much does he really have left? His time is starting to run out. 32 laps to go in this race. 6 of Nathan Gleason still on the throttle and staying out again. 31 laps to go. Jason White 10 seconds behind and gaining, now 9. They are flying in an attempt to catch up behind him out here tonight, really putting on a show in just an absolute masterclass, trying to catch up. Six of Nathan Gleason back through turns 3 and 4, staying out again. 30 laps to go. He's got to run out at some point here. There's no way he's going to keep going. Staying out again, 29 laps to go, 6 of Nathan Gleason. Falling back still, 7 3/4 of a second, and falling from the 77 of Jason White, who's really trying to run him down. 6 down the backstretch off of turn 2. Trying to nurse that car around as best as he can. .28 laps to go. Jason White just entering turn 1 now, under pressure from the 20 behind him, all over his bumper at the moment. 20 of Ethan Park down a lap. 15 of Landon Brown a little bit behind him. Nathan Gleason staying out still. 27 laps to go here at Kansas Speedway, with all of us here at Fearless Broadcasting and the FRC Joeyguy's Collectibles Cup Series. Through turns 1 and 2, 6 and the 14. 14 of Mike Sexton trying to get back around this number 6 of Nathan Gleason. Off of turn 2 and down the backstretch into 3. .26 laps to go, getting a little help from the 14 behind. 14 looking to get past. Down through turns 1 and 2 we go again. 6 trying to slide back behind the 14, get the draft. Anything he can do to hold off the number 77 and the 15 behind him of Jason White and Landon Brown. 25 laps to go. Caution comes out. Drew Jennings and James Mercy. 02, 50 and the 16 all coming together. 28 down through the grass to avoid it. Did a great job of doing so, but 3 cars involved and stuck on the bottom of the racetrack down on the front stretch. Nathan Gleason is going to get a free pit stop, but that is not what he wanted to see, with the 77 of Jason White catching right back up. Gleason knows he has to pit and forfeit that position now. Nathan Gleason holding his lead at the moment. We will see if he goes down pit road this time. Fearless Broadcasting brought to you in part by the Fearless Racing Network, Fearless Setup Shops, Puffy Swag Shop, Goose's Rattle Can Shop, and Rock Bottom Racing. And of course, our friends over at Juicy Spider Studios and Premier Racing Setups. Use code FEARLESS15, FEARLESS 15 at checkout for 15% off your orders. Gleason, Kaysen, everybody on the lead lap is coming in for tires and fuel. Cade Ferguson in the number 28 Ford Mustang is staying out once again, trying to run long here tonight at Kansas Speedway in the dying laps of this race. Off of turn 3 and 4 we go. Pace car's lights are off. Down pit road it goes. 28, 77, 54, 15, 18, 84, 80, 69, 51, 006, and the 16 all on the lead lap. Rolling up towards the restart zone we go. 7th caution of the night coming to a close. 22 laps to go. Green flag is out. We are racing once again here at Kentucky Speedway. 3 wide as we get rolling once again. 77 with a bold move on the high side. 18 up the inside on the 77 and the 15 holding that 15 on the high side. Down to turn 2. Onto the backstretch we go. 18 sliding off of turn 2. Managing to recover but trying to get it settled back down. 54 up the inside on the 28. Trying to get the run down through turn 3. Off of 3 into 4. Down past the front stretch we go. Marbles flying everywhere. 21 laps to go here at Kentucky Speedway with the Popcorn Station 300. Here, brought to you by all of us here at Fearless Broadcasting. Stay fast and stay fearless. Off of turn 2 we go. Down the backstretch, 28 of Cade Ferguson still leading the way here. Down past the front stretch, 20 laps to go. 28 still holding a slim lead over the 54. 54 trying to go up the inside, down into the turn 3. really putting on a good show out here tonight with a fantastic fight for the lead in the dying lap of this race. Down through turns 3 and 4, we go again. 28 falling back now. Joe DeSantis and Cason White taking the lead away. 54 leading his 13th lap out here tonight. 18 laps to go. Down into turn 1 we go again. 2 Toyotas, a Chevy, and a Ford fighting for first. Dave Ferguson and Landon Brown, Chevy and a Ford and a Chevy respectively. 28 and the 15. 54 and the 77, both in Toyotas, trying to run away with it. 28 up to the high side off turns 3 and 4. 15 holding the bottom, trying to keep that momentum going. 54 really putting on a good show out here tonight. 17 to go. Down into the field a little bit here, down to Sam Ballard Jr. in the number 80, side by side with the 84, pressuring the 28 just ahead of them, trying to hold on to that 5th place position at the moment. Everybody trying to fight for whatever they can get out here tonight. Down through turns 3 and 4 we go again. 15 laps to go here at Kentucky Speedway. 80 blocking the 84 down the front stretch. Down towards turn 1 we go again. Fighting for the lead, DeSantis and White. 77 taking the lead down the backstretch. 54 stuck on the high side, down into turn 3. 77 diving down to the bottom of turn 3, getting the better run. 54 trying to hold the bottom, coming right back for him on a switchback, almost dooring each other. 77 to 54 get real close again down the front stretch. Door to door down into turn 1. Still side by side off at turn 4, 77 and the 44. 13 laps to go here with the FRC Joeyguys Collectibles Cup Series here on Friday night with all of us here at Fearless Broadcasting. Down into turn 1 we go again. Still side by side down through the turn. Excuse me, I'm kind of slow today apparently. 54 on the inside, 77 on the outside. 54 looking to do the same thing the 77 did. Tries doing it, doesn't have the speed to do it, trying to make it work. Down through turn 3 and into 4. Off of 4 and onto the front stretch. 54 trying to keep some space between the two. 77 running him all the way down to the bottom of the racetrack, down the front stretch into turn 3. Or turn 1, excuse me. 12 laps to go. 15 of Landon Brown starting to catch back up. It's a three-way battle for the lead once again. Through turns 3 and 4, 54 on the 77, 15 gaining behind them. 54 making sure the 77 has all the room in the world on the high side. 77 getting the better run off of the top. Down the front stretch into turn 1, 77 with a fender. 54 managing to hold him on the high side down through turn 1. This game of leapfrog between these two is not over yet, but they need to be wary of the 15 of Landon Brown behind them. We come to 10 laps to go here at Kentucky Speedway. 77 with the better run off the high side of turn 3 and 4. Got a car length lead over the 54 now. 15 of car ahead of the 54 ahead, about a car length on the 15. 15 right on his bumper now down into turn 1. 2 down the backstretch. 77 really trying to run away with it, not having a lot of luck doing so. 54 not able to gain. We start slowing down in the dying laps of this race. 9 laps to go here at Kentucky. Seven laps to go. 77 of Payson White still leading the way here at Kentucky. Off of turn 1 into 2. Down the backstretch we go. Riding on board with the leaders to the end of this race out here tonight. Trying to see who wins this thing. Question is, how much longer do we go, or do we go to overtime if there is another caution? Apologies for that. 4 laps to go down through turns 1 and 2 we go. 54 of Joe DeSantis. Trying to keep up with the 77 of Kaysen White down through turns 3 and 4. 77 running the midline down through turns 3 and 4 now. 54 trying to run the bottom. Not having much luck at this point. If we go to overtime, or if we have a caution, we will go to overtime. My apologies. Down into turns 1 and 2 we go again. 3 laps to go. Down the backstretch, 54 trying to run down this 77, not quite having the speed to do it. Still about half a second, 1/3 of a second behind the number 77 off of turn 4. Past the start-finish line, 2 laps to go out here tonight with the Joeyguy Collectibles FRC Racing League Cup Series. Back through turns 1 and 2. Payson White needs to come back around and do 2 more turns. Ensure that he is going to win this race out here tonight. He needs to take the white flag. Make sure nothing else will stand in his way. 54 still trying to run the bottom, just not gaining any speed. White flag is out, coming back no matter what here at Kentucky Speedway. 77 of Kaysen White still leading the way by a good margin over the 54 of Joe DeSantis. Landon Brown in the 15, better part of a second and a third behind. Down off of turn 2. Unless there is a major problem for this 77, he's going to make it back around through turns 3 and 4 as we come through them now. 54 sliding way up top through turn 4. 77 of Kaysen White comes back around and wins here at Kentucky Speedway. Joe DeSantis in second. Landon Brown in third. Aiden Davis in fourth. Sam Ballard Jr. in fifth. Phil Brown in sixth. Jason Grimes in seventh. Rudolph King in eighth. Cade Ferguson in ninth. Jesse Moody in 10th. Nathan Gleason in 11th. Sam Hefner in 12th on the lead lap. Ethan Park down 1 in 13th. Mike Sexton down 2 in 14th. 92 of Jose Rodriguez down 6 in 15th. James Mercy down 9 in 16. Drew Jennings down in 17th, down 12, and everyone else behind him is out. Congratulations are in order for the number 77 of Kason White, your race winner out here tonight at Kentucky Speedway with the Popcorn Station 300. 200 lap race, which we were kind of worried in the beginning was going to get just run away by our friend Jason Grimes in the number 18, who finished down in 7th. Fantastic effort from everybody involved. A fantastic race from the number 77 of Kason White, winning it out at the end of the race out here tonight with the FRC Joeyguys Collectibles Cup Series on a beautiful Friday night. There's Joe DeSantis. Joe DeSantis, this is Pat Wilkinson of the booth. You got me.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I do. Joe, you had a hell of a run out there tonight in the second half, or the final stage out here tonight. Talk us through what happened. What do you think you did kind of wrong, or you should have done a little bit differently to beat out that 77 of Kason White at the end?
Well, just not letting them get by me would have been huge. Having the clean air during the race was a big factor, no matter where you were running. So if I got out in front, I had an earlier stint, I had no fresh tires. I stayed out and I was able to lead for about 20 laps before I kind of faded, but then finished 4th in the second stage. So just staying out in front in the clean air. Me and him were battling clean there towards the end. I tried my best. I took 2 tires on that one, so it worked out. Can't complain with a P2 finish.
Well, regardless, congratulations on a fantastic second place finish out here tonight at Kentucky Speedway. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we sign off?
Just shout out to my wife and son. Love you, Victoria. Love you, Jace.
All right. Well, we appreciate your time. Thanks for joining us up in the booth. We hope to see more of you next time. How does that sound?
Sounds great. See you next week.
Well, not next week, unfortunately. Tonight was my last night.
Well, not next week. Next time.
All right. Thanks for joining me up in the booth, and congratulations once again.
Thanks, sir.
All right. Let's get Kason White up in here now. Kason White, this is Pat Wilkinson up in the booth. You got me.
I got you.
Kason, congratulations on a fantastic race win out here tonight at Kentucky Speedway. Would you like to talk us through it?
Fast car on night, qualified on the pole, kind of fell off in the beginning of the race, fell back to around sixth-ish, but as the race progressed, I had a really good long run car, and we had a couple of longer runs at the end there that allowed me to get my track position back. That last caution definitely stressed me out a bit, but I had enough pace to get by Joseph there.
Well, it was a heck of an effort regardless out there from that number 77, and it worked out in the end. You had a great race in those final dying laps out here tonight at Kentucky Speedway. Congratulations once again on a fantastic race win. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we sign off?
Just good stuff overall from the series tonight. Everybody I raced with, it was super clean tonight, and hope to see more of that again next week.
We appreciate that. Thank you very much for joining us up in the booth, and we hope you have a good night.
Thank you. You as well.
Thank you. Let's get Landon Brown up in here now, your third place finisher. Landon Brown, this is Pat Wilkinson up at the booth. Do you got me?
I got you.
Landon, congratulations on an epic third place finish out here tonight. Put a lot of effort into that dying stage, and after that late caution, did everything you could to catch back up to that 54 and the 77 just ahead of you. They just seemed a little too far out of your reach. What do you think?
Yeah, it's with this track and car, it's dirty air was my biggest enemy this whole race. I was able to find some speed later on in the race. I just used the first two stages to get back to the lead pack and try to learn from the lead guys. When I qualify 11th, so obviously qualify didn't go the way I planned. So just again, use the first two stages to learn from the fast guys, and eventually, when we started getting some longer runs there, I was able to save tires better than most. And after that one pit stop, I think at the end of stage 2, maybe the start of the final stage, is when I got the lead. And when I got the clean air, it was so nice to finally have clean air after all those laps. But I thought I was gonna be the lead and be able to hold the guys off if we went green all the way. But Kaysen drove by me with me having clean air and him having dirty air like I was sitting still. So I don't know how he managed to do that, but big props to him for just blowing right past me. And then, when we had the late race caution, I thought I could maybe get back to him, but again, dirty air, just couldn't get back to him. But I'm proud of the third place finish where we started.
Well, again, congratulations with a fantastic third place finish out here tonight at Kentucky Speedway. Once again, congratulations. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we sign off?
Don't think so.
All right. Well, we appreciate your time. Thanks for joining us up in the booth, and we hope to see more of you next time.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Have a good night.
You as well. Thank you. Oh, there they go. Well, folks, you have spent yet another perfectly good 2.5 hours with all of us here at Fearless Broadcasting. We thank you all for joining us tonight with another fantastic broadcast with the FRC Joeyguy's Collectibles Cup Series here on a Friday night. We thank you all for watching from wherever you are. My name's Pat Wilkinson up in the booth. This has been Fearless Broadcasting, brought to you in part by the Fearless Racing Network, Fearless Setup Shops, Puffy's Swag Shop, Goose's Rattle Can Shop, and Rock Bottom Racing. And of course, our friends over at Juicy Spider Studios and Premier Racing Setups. Use code FEARLESS15, that's FEARLESS 15 at checkout for 15% off your orders. We thank you all once again for watching tonight, and until next time, goodbye, farewell, and amen.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
This is...
Real quick, people stop the real quick cut. Double check the steering wheel. Control. Gentlemen, start your engines! All out there. Nice and smooth. Let's get it all done all day long. Got a good feeling about today, guys.
Donnie Kite's gonna get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series. What a finish!
It's too
little too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
We knew it was just a matter of time. Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa.
Juicy Spider Motorsports takes home the 1-2-3 finish.